Welcome everybody, my name is Michael and today we are discussing about Bitcoin falling below $60,000. So we've experienced a lot of greed recently. We've experienced a lot of money being made. We've hit new all-time highs for Ethereum, Bitcoin, for the total market cap of all these cryptocurrencies, over 13,000 of them. And whenever this happens, we must be ready for a quiet time, or maybe a very volatile time after this, where people are cashing out their profits and there's a bit of a pullback. And that's what we're going through right now. Does this mean everything's over? No. We've been through this so many times before. But if you've made a lot of money, it's always good to cash out a little bit. However, there's others who will continue to dollar cost average. And I think if you believe in this long term, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if right now everything's falling, because we're still very high. We hit below $60,000, but currently we're back above 60. It's 60,200, 60,300, right around there.
Even at a park, you have massive noise pollution. It's always plane season in Chicago. That's just the way it is.
So everything is a sea of red. The lowest that Bitcoin went down to was 59,483. This was almost a 10% drop. Approximately $807.78 million worth of longs have been liquidated in the past 24 hours. That's a fair bit of money that has just evaporated. Bitcoin liquidations make up more than 30% of that total amount. The total market cap for all the cryptocurrencies has decreased by over $300 billion. This is the lowest level we've been at since October 28th. Now, there's no need to despair just yet, but it's just interesting to notice what's been going on. Ethereum has dropped even more by 11.3% and has hit currently $4,202. This price level also has not been seen since the end of October. So the all-time highs for Bitcoin on November 9th was $69,044.40, and for Ethereum, $4,878 and a couple cents. So pretty close to 5K, although we couldn't hit it just yet. And same with Bitcoin, we were very close to 70, but couldn't hit it just yet. Other cryptocurrencies that are down in the double digits are Binance, Solana, Cardano, XRP, Polkadot, Dogecoin, and pretty much anything in the top 50, top 100. Currently, we did hit, over the past week or so, we did hit a market capitalization of over $3 trillion, so that was also the record breaker, but we're right around $2.7 trillion right now. So there could be a couple things behind why everything fell down just drastically. One of them is, of course, politics, the U.S. government. So Joe Biden did just sign in a $1.2 trillion Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act into law. That was on Monday. One of the most controversial things about that was a crypto tax provision. It was for entities that now can be defined as brokers, even if those entities don't hold actual funds, which is weird. So that's not a good thing for cryptocurrency. Any regulation that tries to define someone in regards to cryptocurrency so that the government's able to tax them more is going to discourage businesses and entities from holding cryptocurrency. Not everybody, but it's always a big thing that a lot of people are afraid about. How do I protect myself from taxes? So as always, there's going to be people who are against it. Senators Cynthia Lummis and Ron Wyden have heavily opposed the bill. They've introduced new legislation to try and protect certain people from these taxes. There's alternative legislative initiatives that would see certain actors being excluded from tax reporting requirements, which is a good thing. Another big reason that's dragging everybody down is the Twitter CFO says buying cryptocurrency assets just doesn't make sense right now. So Twitter is a very pro-cryptocurrency company. Obviously, Jack Dorsey loves crypto. And someone as high as a CFO who's right next to Jack Dorsey saying, you know what, it just doesn't make sense to be purchasing it right now. Obviously, that's going to send shockwaves throughout the cryptocurrency world. All it takes is one rumor especially when things are very unstable, for things to suddenly go down. Now, when we look outside of the US, we're looking at China. As always, China has some impact on cryptocurrency, and usually it's negative. China's National Development and Reform Commission, the NDRC, announced on Tuesday that it is doubling down on the government's efforts to eliminate cryptocurrency mining activities in the country. Great. So we have a lot of Chinese miners. I mean, there's billions of dollars worth of companies over there that have been shut down already, and they're trying to reduce it even further. So obviously that's going to introduce some FUD into the markets, as always. So some of the punitive measures would include higher power prices. This would be going for any companies that would decide to defy the ban. It's kind of funny how China always brings down the crypto market prices. Not always, but everyone always freaks out about it. Why? Because it's one of the largest countries on the planet, and they also have a large amount of people who are actually mining over there. But again, it doesn't really mean anything because crypto's gone global. It's just that when we reach these very volatile periods, when we're reaching new all-time highs and price discovery mode, a lot of people don't know what the top is. And you've got new investors who are getting very greedy, and you've got old investors who are deciding, you know what, it's time for me to get out because they made their millions already. Ultimately, does this affect us? Yes and no. This is perfectly normal, just like with stocks. You're going to have good periods, you're going to have bad periods, but within both, you're going to have moments which defy everything else. When everybody's losing money, there's always going to be that one gentleman who's made himself a fortune that no one will be able to replicate, and he's able to live off of that for the rest of his life, for eons and eons. When everybody's making money, there's always going to be people who go bankrupt. That's just the way the world works. In order for Bitcoin to hit $100,000, and Ethereum to hit $10,000, we will still have to go through many periods of extreme volatility both ways. So we might go up to 75, then a huge drop, then we might go to 80, huge drop. The days of just a straight spike are over, and the reason for that is crypto's too big. It was much easier to pump up the price back a couple years ago when there was less people, less money in it. But now we're talking about $3 trillion market caps, and in order to get to $100,000, we're talking about $4, $5, $6 trillion market caps. And it's constantly growing. Pretty soon we're going to have 15,000 and 20,000 cryptocurrencies. There's going to be 50,000 crypto ATMs, 100,000. These numbers are growing day by day. Nothing is slowing down. So regardless of whatever the price is going on, I'm remaining bullish for the next 10 years. Now, this does not mean that in the short run, I mean, yeah, I'm a little concerned, obviously. I'm excited because I understand that regardless of the price, every single year you're going to have more companies, you're going to have more people getting into it. This means more money, this means more opportunity, this means more jobs, this means more cryptocurrencies that actually might change the world, because 99% of them are garbage, but the 1% will actually defy what will happen over the next 10 years, and not just with blockchain, but with technology in general, with AI, with robotics, with computers and internet and Web 3.0 and all of this. So that's it. I'm probably ranting at this point. Man, I really like the November color. Check this out. Thanksgiving is just a week away, a week and a half away. So, thanks so much for watching this video. Thanks so much for watching today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit a like, leave a comment, maybe consider subscribing, and that's it. I thank you for watching. Appreciate everything. And you guys have a good rest of your day. Alright, we shall see you guys tomorrow. As always, bye-bye.